Welcome back to the channel. My name is Patrick and this is day 2 of my scalping challenge, 0 to $1,400. So if you've seen day 1, you know I just recently opened a 80k trading account, funded trading account with the 5 percenters, and I started yesterday trading, took 3 trades I believe it was. I started yesterday, took 3 trades on the Euro USD, bagged about $180. My daily target is roughly about $100. So I called it a day. But unfortunately, I just couldn't help myself at all. So I actually logged off, went to the gym and so on, but I had kept the eye on the market because I knew there was news due out. So I kept the eye on the market to see what was going on with the news, whether it was going to be good or not. Now, a part of my trading plan is not to trade the news. So that's one of my rules that I actually broke. And I think I broke 2 rules initially before that. So I ended up breaking a lot of my rules yesterday. So that basically led to me ending up in drawdown. Long story short, this is what happened. As I said yesterday, I think price was here. I took 3 trades, scalped it down, then I took a bounce here. I said yesterday that this zone is what we are really interested in to take a buy, and that's why I took the scalps down here. So I hate it when I'm right in such a big way and I'm not involved, and I think that's what happened to me. So I took that scalp, that little bounce here. Price got into this zone here, this demand, consolidated, and you know, anytime you're on demand, there is potential for it to go up. We saw that with this price action here earlier, as I showed you in the video. So it came here, consolidated, and it shot up on the news release. I think it was a CPI, US CPI, and it was, I think it was negative, and you know, that helped the euro shoot up. So this moved up from this point here where we were interested in to, well, the initial move, should I say. This 5-minute candle ripped to about 134 points or 134 pips in one move. It went up further and it's still going up. So I think it's about 300. Let me see, where is it now? So from the top where it is now to where it started, that's about 300 pips that I was interested in and I wanted, but you know, I typically scalp. I don't look at longer trades like this. Never thought it would go that quick. And if you look at this, you can see why. So we've been in a downtrend for most of the year. Price had started creating higher lows here. Just zoom in quickly. So higher, there's a low, higher low, higher low, and so on. So price was sitting here. It left equal highs up here, and I believe that it was going to tap into that imbalance as I mentioned, and it had potential to take it out, but I wasn't looking to hold it because I don't know if it was going to do that now or if it was going to do that in a few days time, because it could potentially pull down to this demand here and then went off on there. However, it pulled off from this demand and went up, took those higher highs out, and I don't know if I mentioned it, but I said it only becomes a valid uptrend when it takes out this supply here, which it has. So that's what ended up happening. I saw that was my thesis in the beginning of the day. I wasn't too interested in sitting around to see the long plays. I was interested in just the scalps. Unfortunately, it played out really well and I wasn't involved. So I think FOMO got the better of me. When I saw price started ripping up like this, I instinctively thought, okay, this is too aggressive. I want to short this. So I tried to short that, got involved in all of this, and I ended up, long story short, I ended up losing about 4% on the day. So I started the challenge the same day. I was about 1% up, and then I ended up 4% down. So I lost about 5% in one day because I got involved in news. I also stepped outside my strategy, and I broke so many rules, all of my rules. I got about 9 rules. I broke every single one of them. So that's what happened yesterday. So it wasn't a great day. This morning, eventually I called it a day, or called it a night because I did take some scalps. I was completely triggered and I was just looking to scalp back some of the moves. So I think I ended up about 500 or 600 down that night. At one point, I think it was 900 down. The maximum drawdown for this account is 6%. So I ended up about 5% down. So I had about 1 or 2% left before I would have lost the account. So really, really terrible start for a new challenge. So what happened day 2 today, I started nice and early. We were here somewhere. I started in an Asia session. I'm not too proud of what I did, to be honest, so I'm not going to go through details. I did scalp it aggressively. This is a trend. This isn't my normal setups, but this is another way of playing supply and demand. So if you look at it, we're in the uptrend, so we're looking for buying opportunities. So price is here, it pushes up here. This is demand down here. So I'll show you quickly. It's not my preferred way of scalping because with trends they could reverse at any point, but because we were such a bullish uptrend and it was taking out so many highs as it's still doing, very tempting, but I will not trade it anymore today. As it was still taking out so many highs, I decided to scalp this all the way up. So every time it pushed up, pulled back into this demand, I bought it. Pushed up, there's another one. Pushed up, came back into the demand, buy it up. So I ended up recovering everything I lost yesterday, and I made an additional $140 for today or so. So account balance sits now at 324. So I decided to call it a day. After I had recovered everything and I made a little bit more, I don't see no more sense in continuing. I had already broken my rules for day 2 as well. So in terms of over leveraging and not sticking to a strict strategy and over trading, so I called it a day. So that's a quick recap on what happened yesterday, day 1, and also a quick recap on what happened today, day 2. So count balance is 23 to 4, and I could just show you quickly my trade history. So you can see I took lots of scalps here. So I think I started here where I took $800 loss there, scalped about 100 back, a few more scalps. I can scalp. I can scalp very aggressively, but the problem with this, I mean, essentially I've made, I don't know, I made 800 back plus another 3, so I made about 1100. My profit target for this account is 1400. So I know in 1 or 2 days, if I aggressively scalp, I could complete this level. But the problem with that approach is it's not sustainable. Passing stage 1 isn't my goal, and I know I could reach stage 2 or 3, and at stage 3 is when it gets a little bit difficult because the maximum drawdown is no longer 6%, it's only 4%. So I know if I was trading level 3 like I did yesterday, I would have lost the account straight away. So I know I cannot consistently scalp aggressively. So I did that yesterday. I'm not proud of it. I'm not, recommending it. I'm not showing off, none of that. I'm just trying to be completely transparent and be honest. This is what I did. It's not what I should have done, and hopefully you can learn from my mistakes. I hopefully in me recording this, I will remember and learn from my own mistakes and try to find the consistency that I am looking for. So today is Friday. Next week Monday, gonna start again. Putting our professional hat on, and we're going to try and get back to basics and just scalp the moves. I hope you appreciated this. I'm being fully transparent with you here. And if you find this videos like this useful, you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, show your support. Stay tuned and see how I progress with this 40k. No, it's not 40k, it's an 80k challenge. And I'll try to get these videos out as soon as I can, as often as I can. If you keep giving me the goods, keep hitting the subscribe button, keep hitting the like button, and I'll try to get these videos out to you as soon as possible. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Day 2 wasn't great. Well, day 1 was terrible. Day 2 wasn't great because I broke my rules. I am up on the account. I'm somewhat happy, some more relieved than anything, but Monday, fresh start and more disciplined approach, and we're going to keep it moving from then. So, yep, this is Patrick. I'm going to wrap it up there. Until next time, peace.